What's up guys, it's Ryan with Sandbox Media. Welcome back to the channel, and today I've got a video that I'm not normally going to do this style of video, but it's something that's been on my mind recently, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But it's going to be basically a motivation video, and like I said, not going to be super common for me, and I'm not going to sit here and just preach to you about how you can do anything you put your mind to and blah blah blah. Just, you know, you just got to do it like the Shia LaBeouf style. I'm not going to scream that at you the whole video. But what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to go through some experiences that I've had in my own personal life, some personal goals that I've set that I've achieved, and just basically hopefully you can draw some parallels between my experiences and what I say and apply it to your own life and just sort of help you reach your own sort of goals that you've set. And I'm really going to be focusing more on long-term goals, and I'm going to tie it into this YouTube channel at the end of the video, hopefully, if I have time. So I'll start this off from the beginning. Basically, what made me think about this is I got my college diploma in the mail on this past Friday, and I got it out of the package, and it's like on this fancy paper, and it's got all this old English style text on it with my name all fancy and the university seal on it, saying basically that, you know, I've met all of the requirements and I know how to do physics, which is what I majored in, physics. And you know, I started laughing. It was just so funny. You know, I just spent all this time, the last 3 years of my life, literally feverishly chasing this physics degree, and I just laughed because, you know, all you get is this little piece of paper. But then I sort of dawned on me, you know, the whole point of the paper is not to really, it's not a literal interpretation of like that's what you get, that's your reward. It's the experience that you had, and I know that sounds a little bit hippie-ish, but it's really the lessons that you learn on the way. And there's three main ones that I want to talk about in this video, and the first one is the hard work that goes into it, guys. You are not going to reach a long-term goal unless you work tirelessly for your goal. So the example that I'm going to give you is essentially I used to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning every single day of the week and I would either go to work or class or both. Some days I had to go to both. So I'd go to work, go to class, get out, go grab something to eat real quick, and then I would go back to school, lock myself away in a classroom, and just sit there and work on whatever needed to be done. Most of the time it was homework, lab reports, studying for tests, group projects, all sorts of different shit that I had to do. And sometimes I would just sit there and I would be lost about shit, and I would just feel like, you know, giving up and all that shit, but I didn't do it. So the main thing I want you to take away is like just push through that little portion that says, you know, hey, I want to quit. It'll be easier in the short term. It will be easier, but in the long term, what you're going to do is you're going to sit there and you're going to wish that you didn't. So like if I would have quit that physics degree 2 years ago, I'd be sitting there, I guarantee you I'd be sitting here right now thinking, God, I wish I would have just stuck with it. I'd have been done by now, blah, blah, blah. So don't be scared of doing the hard work. And also another obstacle that you're going to face is some people are going to say, oh, you know, some people are going to get lucky, and others will say, oh man, you know, that homework didn't take me 3 or 4 hours to do. It took me like 30 minutes, you know, it wasn't that bad. It's bullshit. Every single person that says that kind of stuff, they're all lying for whatever reason. I don't know why people do that, but they do. They lie about how long they spend doing shit. So just beware of people like that. So the second thing I want to talk about, really I've kind of already touched on it, is just people in general. Some people are not going to be supportive of your goal. Some people are not going to, they'll say they'll be supportive, but then they won't do anything. They won't show that for support. They'll make fun of you behind your back, you know, whatever it may be. People sometimes do that kind of stuff, and it's really easy to do that as a person, you know, to talk crap about somebody that's trying to reach a goal or something that seems impossible to do. But it's not, you know. People, Elon Musk, he's a great example. You know, when Elon said, hey, I'm going to start a Tesla, and basically what my goal is to provide really efficient vehicles for people to drive that are battery operated, and you know, nobody would have thought that, much less be the CEO of also a space company that reuses rockets. I mean, that sounds ridiculous to somebody 15 years ago, but now it's reality. So that's a super extreme example, but you know, that's what I'm saying. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You know, when you want to reach big time goals, like stuff like that, you've got to think that way. You've got to basically be your own support system, because most people are going to tell you that's just not possible. So that brings me to my third and final thing, which is just patience. You know, you've got to have a certain level of patience. And also, it's important to know sometimes you are going to fail on stuff. Like, you're not going to be able to accomplish every single goal that you set for yourself. In fact, I think you're going to fail more. It's almost like failure is a part of success. So I'll give you an example. With this YouTube channel, it was a long road to get to the point that we're at, and we're only at 73 subscribers and like 11,000 views, which is great. I mean, I'm super proud of that. A lot of work has went into getting to that point. But It's just it takes a lot of time. Me and Mike are not where we want to be with the channel right now. Ideally, our goal really is to be able to do this full time and be able to reach as many people as possible and be a positive impact on everybody that comes into counter with our videos. I mean, that's the whole point, is just to sort of provide some entertainment as well as some positive influence to people that need that or want that, you know what I mean? So moral of the story, patience is key. You've got to be patient when it comes to anything that you're pursuing long term. You know, it's not going to happen overnight, and a lot of people seem to think that it does. That's one thing that really it's one of the bad things about being like a successful person. I think when you get to that point, it's like people only see the end result there. They don't see all of the times that you spent, you know, at school until 3 a.m. working on stuff, being frustrated, not knowing what to do. That kind of stuff, you know, all the trial and error that goes into even like YouTube videos. I mean, the trial and error that we have with different series that you start and it doesn't catch on like you hope it does. You know, the list goes on. So I hope that's pretty much all I really wanted to say with this video. I know it's I tried to structure it decently, and it's hard for me to like talk about myself. I feel like I'm bragging or something. That's not the goal of this video. I really just feel like it was something that was on my mind that I wanted to get off my chest and just sort of talk about it, and hopefully I can affect one of you guys out there and help you reach your goals that you're going for. Otherwise, guys, that's really all I had to say. If you enjoy these videos, please hit the subscribe button. Me and Mike will be doing individual videos every single day, as well as the group videos, and that's pretty much it. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.